Hey guys, Dingo here. How the bloody hell are you? Ready for Clash? Let's dive in. Alright, so second episode for the weekend. Yesterday wasn't hitting it so great, gotta be honest. I was flat, you know how it is, you just have those days where attacks don't feel quite right. Don't get me wrong, I did alright, but wasn't quite what I wanted. Well, holy loot Batman. We were hitting them today. I'm telling you, my friends, what we lacked yesterday we made up for today. Look, I'm going to dive straight over to the other account that I'm talking about. We smashed it today, my friends. Our capital raid attacks were freaking insane. And look, as in my description says, I'm capturing this as much for myself as for anyone because I want to repeat these results the next time I go in. Next weekend, hopefully. So let's have a look. Let's dive in. I shouldn't take too long to find them. Haven't spent my loot yet. But let's have a look. This is what I'm talking about. 18k and 17k, my friends. They were crackers. And what can I say? This one's gone on the crackers list. Alright, let's find the replays. There you go, look at that. Look at the numbers here, my friends. 20, 27, 22, 18, 19. You know, these are the numbers you would expect at this level. 14. That might be where I unleashed hell on these guys. So let's have a look at my replays, and we'll start right down here at the bottom. Dragon Cliffs. 2 strikes, my friends. Now, pretty much every base I touched other than the peak, which were 3 strikes, nailed in 2. So some of my best, my friends. So let's start right here at the bottom, and I'll try and talk you through some of my thought process behind some of this as well. But before we go any further, let's just check out my little buddy here. Oh, there he is. Hit the like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell, my friends. That way we get a little more support and hopefully more people see the channel. And look, the more that see it, the more inclined I'm going to want to do these videos for you guys. But hey, this one's for me as well. So look, thought process. Alright, I go heavy on the archers against this base because, and I did make a mistake, granted, I actually like to bring a rage here. I did forget to switch that out, but I still tried to make the most of it. So the idea is, I'm thinking archers to take down these dragons because they're a real problem, and also to take down this big thing because my god does that hurt you. So those are my big objectives for the first strike. So let's see how I go about that. So I'll hit play. Start by sending a little barb over here just to start opening things up. Now just here I start with a giant just in case there's traps there, because I want to send in a wall breaker of sorts, and there's the trap I'm talking about. And now I want to keep the dragon in this area, so I need to keep it interested in the area. So I'm going to have to sacrifice a couple more giants. While that's happening, my archers are working away on him. He's pretty much done. There he goes. And now I'm going to send in some more troops, a couple more giants, and we're going to try and pop this wall. Now the first one doesn't make it, he gets killed. So we send another one immediately. At this point we're going to start working over this direction, a barb in, because we want to get in nice and close to this nasty old crossbow. It is a nasty beast, I tell you, my friends. It will rain pain on you all attack long. So that's why I use this little sneaky archers, my friends. Look at this. They just ping away at it undetected. Then they pop up, they get smashed, we wait a moment, drop some more in. Rinse and repeat, my friends. This will take that thing out of play pretty safely, and then you don't have that many real obstacles for the second strike. So there we go, we've brought that down. We're just going to send in the last of our archers just to do what little damage they can. Rightio, let's move on to the next attack. So right here, pretty much the same army, except for now I've got the Rage, and I'm going to make sure I get rid of this Inferno Tower and this Dragon, because again, they're our biggest threats right now. So we're throwing a Giant just to distract, some Archers, some more Giants. We've got that Rage down. We're just trying to keep that Dragon busy. Now we're going to get some Archers in to try and bring it down quickly. And there goes the Inferno Tower as well, my friends. And then as we move across the bridge, just going to start sprinkling some more support troops. I'll start to look around the base to see what is left to contend with. There's no real massive threats, so I know I can take my time to start just dropping in these extra troops. I'll throw in the barbs there. I'm going to start bringing the archers around the other side of the base in a moment. I'll wait for these structures to go down, which opens up more deployment area, so then in come the archers to support from the side. More archers onto this spear thrower, and the base is crushed, my friends. Absolutely ruined in two. So, you know, again, that's how I approach this base, and it just works. Against archers are your friends for the old Dragon Cliffs, my friends. Alright, let's get out of there. Let's have a little look at Builder's Workshop. Again, 2 strikes, my friends. Now let's have a little look at this one. I do believe, yeah, it's partially default. This section over here is pretty much the default layout. They've moved a lot of other stuff around. So this is, I think a fair bit of this is pretty default as well. Like this, what is this thing called again? Doesn't tell me when I touch it, seriously? Okay, I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, so I sort of feel like I basically can afford to take my pretty default approach to this as far as army goes. I brought some little minions just because I noticed there's nothing really protecting these structures. So I figured just one set of minions will wipe this little area. But anyway, let's dive in. Let's see how I go about it. So we open up with some archers over here, taking the risk to get rid of that. Pop the wall over there. Get the giants in quickly. Now I'm going to heal early just because I want my troops to have really good health moving through this area of the base, because I feel like this is a lot of the threats just compounded in this area. So if I can take them all down and maintain health, I'm going to be in a pretty good position to move through a lot of the base. Alright, once that goes down, we start moving in with a few more barbarians. Another, is it a raid? No, it's not a raid cart. What are they called? Battle ram, something like that. And then we send some archers in just to surprise that little hidden Tesla. As you can see, we cleared this first section pretty easily, which opens up some more deployment area. And then we've got those minions I spoke about in here, clearing out this area. I'm going to wait for those archers. I want to drop more in, but I want to see what's here. And sure enough, boom, a bomb. So I wait a bit longer. And once that cannon targets those giants, I bring more archers in to support from the side. Those minions are going to get picked off now. But I still get some pretty decent value. The second giant cannon's gone. And as you can see, we're 53% into this base. Going to get a touch further. And look, every little bit of damage counts, my friends. I tell you, if you, oh, here comes that nasty bow. My God, that deals pain. And again, that's my priority for the next strike, my friends. I've got to get rid of that big ass bow because that hurts. So that I make that my focus. So pop a wall, test the area. I have one little look to see what a barb can do, and bam, he gets zapped hard. Really unlucky with that archer drop that I pick up 2 more traps. But again, patience, my friends. Let things get killed, let defenses fire before you throw in those next troops. So again, we're working some more archers on this. I throw out the giants as a distraction because I know the archers would have appeared before they got through it. So then we got the heel down to try and keep those giants up. Going to start working our way around the back of these defenses with some of my smaller troops while the giants keep that area busy. So in come the barbs, in come the archers in behind to support. We want to get this multi-cannon down as quickly as possible. And boom, we've got the base overwhelmed at this stage, my friends. So again, 2 strikes. It's not a layout I've tackled before, but I tell you what, those 2 armies really work strongly against it. So what can I say? I'm glad I'm capturing this because I'll be watching these myself, so I can kick some ass just as well next weekend. All right, we're nearly there, my friends. I'm just going to speed that up. We know how this ends. Awesome. That is that one knocked over. So we're going to jump back to the map. And we're going to move on to Balloon Lagoon. Now, I've got to be honest, this is probably my favourite. This first strike was epic. I usually, look, I'm going to pause because I usually come at this base, and when I say usually, pretty much every freaking time I come in through here. I work my way through across the base, and I get smoked by these rocket artilleries. They kick the crap out of my army. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to come at it different. So I came in through the bottom, and you'll notice they pretty much snake their way up through the base. And the distance I get into this base, like seriously, 70+% damage on the first strike. So the giants go in first with 1 battle ram to pop the wall, drop the heel in because I want them to stay nice and healthy early so I can really punch into the next portion of the base with pretty much full power still. So we're going to send in another battle ram, some more little barbs to support this early push. Bang, that pops open for us. Now because there's nothing between these 2 points, everything goes to the right, and my god, does this benefit me. So I've still got 3 giants that I'm about to deploy. I'm not sure if that really benefited me holding those 3 giants back, but again, I just thought I'd try something different instead of dropping them all at once. So again, now I'm supporting this little push into this portion of the base. I'm using my sneaky archers, a battle ram there, and some more little barbs to push in to support those giants. We've got that wall open. I'm going to get some more archers and that last little barbarian in there to support this. And I'm thinking to myself, I'll probably burn out in this section, and yet because of the numbers, I push through with like convincing strength into the very next part of the base, and this is what surprised me the most. So as you can see, the archers are just tearing away at things. The giants are finally catching up. Because of that wall, it actually allows the army to regroup at this stage of the base. They move into the bomb tower there, it's gone. Look at this, like we've still dropped just our last archers right now. And I'm hoping to just clear close enough to these rockets so that we can impact them really quickly on the second strike. So as you can see, the rockets are going to start firing, and this is what I mean. Usually when I come through, you've got to deal with those things early, and they just tear you apart. So you can see now these archers, they get even more value up the top here. They'll even pull down this hidden Tesla. Like seriously, I couldn't, if I was writing the script for this attack, I couldn't have hoped for better. And that's down, and that'll be about the end of the strike. And then, my friends, we unleash all kinds of balloon-driven hell on this base with our second strike, because we want to overwhelm these nasty bastards as fast as we can. So what we do, I'm going to pause just for a moment. We're going to talk about it. We're going to overwhelm these rockets with balloons coming from every direction, so they can't possibly defend themselves. So again, down goes the hill. We'll hit play, and you watch. We're talking 12 sets of rocket loons coming in from all directions. We've got some little minions to throw at this hut up in the north there, if you look to the north. And have a look at this. This thing is crushed. 2 strikes, absolutely smashed. I, for one, will be repeating this attack next weekend at any given opportunity. Any time I see this base looking, which is pretty default, I now know how to beat it in 2. So, and you do as well, my friends. So, wow, what a day I had. Alright, so we'll move on to the next one. Barbarian Camp. Now look, I'd show you Wizard Valley, but I didn't do it all myself. I only did the first strike, and then Sam jumped in and cleaned up the rest. So look, we'll skip past that one just for now, and we'll have a look at Barb Camp, because again, it was a pretty good attack. I can't help but say I'm impressed with how well these strikes went, my friends. So again, I'm going to take advantage of a default base layout, my friends. So we come in here, Barb to open up, I'm going to pop a wall, get the giants in there, and we're going to move our way through the base here, and we're going to take out so much of the air defense it's not funny. So we're going to send in another Barb over there just to start shaping the base a little bit. Another Barb down here. And a lot of it is timing as well. You got to time the deployment of these troops. You got to know when to drop them in, so that the troops you want to be getting shot at are the ones getting targeted. So another Barb into support. And I'm holding off on the heal as well, my friends, because I know I want the heal for this portion here, because all kinds of hell rains down on your giants once they reach that point. Alright, so we're going to rip our way through this portion of the base. The giants are still moving along pretty well. And trust me, you want to drop that heal, but you just got to hold off. Just trust that the giants will make it this far. Alright, they're moving in. So we're going to start supporting just to the left of that with the rest of our little ground troops, pushing in as quickly as we can on that multi-cannon and that mortar. And we want to try and clear so we can expose this little corner for the start of our second strike. Alright, we're moving in. We've made really good progress. We're starting to catch the attention of all the nasty crap in the corner. Not so great for us, because we really want to just push into this bit, and boom, it's down, my friends. Exactly what we needed. And look, this little archer, she's the archer that could. She's like, nah, I ain't done. I can reach a few more of these targets, so I'm going to ping them off. And to be honest, that's not very interesting to watch, so I'm just going to fast forward that bit. And she'll run around there and die. Alright, but she did trigger a few traps, so that's always good as well. Next replay. Alright, pause. So let's have a little look at the base, my friends, and you'll understand my thinking. So I know, and this is worth noting, look for a gate on these walls. If there's a gate, those giants can let themselves out and they can target your troops that are down here. So that's something I've noticed. It's worth knowing, because now I know there's no gate there. I can send in some barbarians to take out these 2 air defenses, which are probably your biggest threats against those what are they called, rapid balloons or whatever they're called, haste balloons, I can't remember. Anyway, those are your biggest threats. So if you can take them out for the cost of a couple of barbarians, man, it's worth doing. So what I've brought here is 1 wall breaker to pop that wall, a couple of barbs, and 1 set of archers. The archers are sort of my safety net to make sure this goes down, because if I can get that, I can target all of this here with these balloons yet again and just overwhelm it with pace. If I get lucky and get these down, I can actually target one of these with my archers. So let's see how I go about it. Alright, we've hit play. So we've popped the wall. We want to just make sure that goes down. We've got rockets dropping in on us from the sky. Sure enough, we're in. So we'll just wait for them to do their bit. Now I hold my last barbarian because I actually want to test up here to make sure there's no bomb before I put the archers in. So I just keep an eye on this section first because I want to make sure nothing's gonna make the plan go sideways at this point. So I'm pretty certain that's safe, so I drop in the barbarian to test for a bomb. No bomb, so in come the archers, and they're gonna account for at least one air defense. And in come the rest of my loons. Let them go, tearing through what's left of this base. One more loon for that. And there's very little down here that can protect against these loons now. Alright, we'll speed it up a little just to end the drama. And as you can see, absolutely crushed again in 2 strikes. So look, I'm going to look to repeat that next weekend, I tell you, because wow, that was good. Alright, and now finally the capital peak. Now I did joke with the team that hey, I've got 3 strikes left. Can I round this out with a perfect 3? And well, I did, surprisingly. So look, let's have a look how I asked my way through this. Alright, so my first thought, and that was Fat Finger, that was not meant to come out. That little battle ram, he was not meant to be deployed. I was trying to drop the barbarians, in all honesty. So that happens a lot, the old Fat Finger, unfortunately. You select the wrong troop and drop it. So anyway, we try and open up the front of this base because I'm wanting to pop the walls in a couple more points just so I can really hit the front of this base with, I guess, almost like a 3-prong attack, which almost works like a line of offense hitting the base. Alright, so I'm going to send in 3 giants in 3 places and follow that up with barb in each of them. And then I'm going to follow that with my archers and then get the super wizards in behind. I'm wanting some chain lightning effect here, guys, because I noticed the base, it seems pretty cluttered. So I figure super wizards will probably get me some really good value early in this attack. And I'll be honest, I never use super wizards early, never. So this is just, again, one of those times where I go, look, I can see the potential for it, so I'm going to risk it. I'll try it out, nothing to lose. And as you can see, we're 38% into the base and we're pretty much done. And you know what, I'm going to fast forward this because it is really not entertaining to watch this little guy whack that wall, but it's worth waiting because look what he exposes. Boom. Always let your troops finish out the attack, my friends, because you'll never know. They can trigger bombs, you know, spring out a hidden Tesla like this one did. They're just beneficial to let them go. Alright, so here we go. I've decided I'm going to increase my hill value around the capital peak, and I'm going to again come at it with 4 more super wizards because I feel like that chain value's still there, my friends. So we'll see how that plays out. Again, I spread out the attack, nice line across the front, get the barbs to the left to try and start opening up some of the base. get those super wizards in, and there's that chain lightning effect I spoke of earlier. It's clearing out a lot of those additional defenses on the other side of the town hall, or the capital peak I should say, and boom, it's down. And now they just move through, still under heal, hitting bombs, getting smashed by rocket artillery, and the Inferno Tower working them over. But look at the damage they're doing, my friends. They're knocking over a lot of these key defenses. There goes the rocket artillery, and we're still pushing through. Traps, bombs, everything going off everywhere. It's like freaking 4th of July in the middle of this space. More bombs, more doom and death. And that is it. My troops are gone, but we've still got one strike left, my friends. And here it is, next replay. Just a quick pause, and we have a look at this base and we go, right, where are the threats? There's this big nasty bastard, and there's these nasty bastards. That's not really that bad if I can hit it with some archers. And we should get through this area if we can get through the rest with enough troops standing. Now, I'll be honest, I got Wi-Fi bars of doom in the very end of this attack, and I tell you what, I didn't even know if I won or not, because I dropped the last few troops, the archers, and well, yeah, my connection dropped after that. So I was pretty pleased to see that I got it, though. I won't lie, not gonna lie. All right, in come the giants. One barb again, testing for bombs. Then I send the archers in. That triggers one of those zap traps there. The stone slam is down before the giants get there. And again, holding back on troops, my friends, because you want to deploy the right troops at the right time. Don't just dump them all and hope. Think about what you're doing. Alright, we've opened up more deployment area. We pop a couple more walls. And now we know we're going to get inside of this one's range. We throw the heal down to keep ourselves relatively healthy, moving through what is probably the biggest threat left on the base. We zap over there with our lightning. And at this point, I think I've got the Wi-Fi bars around about this stage, and I'm like, oh my god, I've got like 4 sets of troops still to deploy. So I pretty much dump them at the end here in hope that the game even registers that I dropped them. And I still haven't dropped them, still waiting, still waiting. Oh, do I not get to drop them? Tell me. Oh, there you go. I think the game did time out, because I dropped my 2 barbs up this end and my 2 archers. I haven't actually watched the replay. So these giants do the work on their own. Oh my god. That's so funny. Wow. See, so like I said, I got to disconnect. I knew I disconnected. And yeah, game didn't register. I dropped those troops. Man, I would have been so pissed off if I didn't get the win just because of that disconnect. We have crap internet. It's possible this live stream isn't even making it to air. Who knows? But there you go, my friends. We've done it in 3. And with, hey, we swag troops. Alright, there we go. That is the end of that. So again, that's how we've torn through that poor clan. And my god, I look forward to doing that next weekend. I tell you what, I did put it in the description, so I'm going to do it. We're going to jump over to my 4th account, because that is the account that was responsible for the attack in question. This is a Queen Charge Hybrid in Clan War League that I've dropped with this, and I'll tell you what, I looked at the base and I thought it looks like a good base to hit with a hybrid, and well, I was right. So let's dive in. Before we do, one more look at my little friend. Don't forget, if you like what we're doing, my friends, support the channel, hit the like, subscribe and the notification bell, and we'll be able to bring much more content your way. Alright, let's dive in. We'll have a quick scout. Alright, so like I said, I looked at this and I thought, if I can get my queen into these sections without getting it in next to the town hall, I reckon I can keep her away from the poison blast and so forth, and then work through this portion of the base with my hybrid, my king, and a barrack siege out on the side here, siege barrack, sorry, and yeah, just push through. So let's basically just jump in and see how I go about it. Alright, so open up with a few of the sneaky gobs just to clear some of these resource structures, so I can be sure my queen's not going to go wandering off and perform some sort of shoe shopping ritual on me. So we're going to pop a super wall breaker through in a moment. Get a couple more archers, the balloons down, just because I saw that Seeking Mine take out the first one. I thought, maybe this is pretty loaded with traps this area, so I thought let's find them early rather than losing our healers to them. I'll get another rage down and a freeze because I figure I'm under a fair bit of heat from a defending queen and an inferno tower. I'm going to throw down the Invisi spell here just to protect the healers whilst the queen takes the town hall down. And then we'll get the king down off to the left soon. There he goes. Along with the siege barracks just in behind him to protect that from fire. Now, I probably came in a little too soon with the miners there, but at the same time, and I say that because I think everything pushes to the outside a fair bit, and that's probably because I let the queen roam as deeply as I did early. So we get the heal down to protect everyone early. We're going to get another heal down soon, and I'm a bit concerned about those dragons, so I'm going to get some poison down on those bad boys. I can't remember, do I freeze them or not? Because I know they were stressing me out. I've got the queen in on the eagle. There goes the freeze. I knew that those dragons were just a bit too much of a problem. But the freeze is enough to keep them in that poison so they die. The queen and the royal champ work their way through the defending king. And as you can see, we've just got enough power to make through the back end of this base. The old royal champ's about to go down. She's put up a brave fight. We've got just enough troops left in here. This last Inferno's given us all kinds of hell though. It is holding on for dear life. Even with those last shovel twats smacking away at it, they don't quite get there. So, as you can see, we're fast running out of troops and time, and we've got this stinking Inferno burning away at us. I was a little worried I wasn't quite going to get there, but then the Queen steps up, the P.E.K.K.A steps up, the Inferno continues to burn us down. You can see how little health it's got. It's as good as dead. Come on, someone break through. My God, the tension. And smash. Down she goes. Awesome. Alright guys, look, I hope you've really enjoyed this episode. I've certainly enjoyed bringing it to you. Thanks so much for spending some time with me, and look, I look forward to spending time with you on the very next one. Until then, stay safe and take care.